This morning, Britain woke up to a political storm shaking the heart of Westminster, a headline that's dominating every newsroom and setting social media ablaze. Jeremy Clarkson has launched a blistering attack on Prime Minister Keir Starmer, calling him, in his own words, thick. Yes, the man once known for roaring engines on top gear is now revving up political debate, and he isn't holding back. In his column for The Sun, Clarkson tore into both Labour and Reform UK, accusing Starmer of having no clue how to handle the economy and claiming that's precisely why he's broken it. Strong words, but are they fair? Does Britain's economy really need a complete rethink, or is Clarkson simply stirring the pot? He didn't spare Reform UK's Nigel Farage either. According to Clarkson, Farage rarely talks about the economy, and when he does, his numbers don't add up. He mocked Farage's plan to cut taxes and raise spending by £150 billion, calling it unrealistic and irresponsible. But behind the sharp words lies a deeper question. Who in British politics truly understands the nation's finances anymore? Clarkson believes the solution is simple. Strip back red tape, keep taxes low, and let businesses thrive. He says Britain must become the easiest and cheapest place in the world to start a company. Do you agree with that vision? Is deregulation the key to prosperity, or a risky gamble that could widen inequality even further? At England, Now 7, we want to know what you think. Should the government get out of the way and let business lead the recovery, or does Britain still need strong regulation to protect ordinary workers? Share your view in the comments. Your opinion shapes the conversation here. Back in his article, Clarkson lamented what he called an obsession with immigration dominating public debate. He wrote that the real issue is being ignored: the economy, jobs, and opportunity. He said that online spaces have become a seething cauldron of venomous hate, warning that social media is turning political disagreement into personal destruction. Is he right? Have we reached a point where outrage is valued more than solutions? At the Conservative Party conference in Manchester, Clarkson admitted he expected endless speeches about immigration. Instead, he heard talk of ambition, decency, and drive. Words he didn't expect. The Shadow Chancellor caught his attention with a proposal to jumpstart small businesses, abolish business rates for shops and pubs, and fund it by cutting £47 billion in government spending. For Clarkson, it was a rare moment of what he called common sense. He wrote, and I quote, "I was so amazed by the logic, I had to be brought round with smelling salts. Nothing in this country will work if the economy isn't booming, and it won't boom if the government stifles it with rules and taxes." Powerful language, but it begs a question. Can economic growth truly thrive without government oversight? Or are we forgetting the lessons of past crises that came from too little regulation? For nearly a decade, Clarkson argues, no political party has understood this simple equation that prosperity begins with empowering those who dare to build, create, and risk. He believes Britain has punished ambition for too long, taxing success instead of nurturing it. Is he onto something? Have we made entrepreneurship too difficult, too bureaucratic, too expensive? Imagine a Britain where starting a small business was as easy as ordering a coffee. Would that ignite a new economic revolution, or would it open the door to chaos and exploitation? These are the questions shaping the national debate, and you, our viewers, are part of that conversation. Tell us below, do you believe Britain needs less government interference or smarter governance that finds the balance between freedom and fairness? Your insight might feature in our next discussion on England Now 7. Toward the end of his column, Clarkson softened, slightly. He admitted that amid the political noise, he saw a faint glimmer of hope, a sign that perhaps one party has finally started to understand what the country really needs. After years of frustration, he wrote, maybe someone has at last got the message. But who was he referring to? And do you think he's right? Has any party truly learned from Britain's economic struggles? Or are we still trapped in the same old political theater? From television presenter to cultural provocateur, Clarkson's voice still cuts through the static of British politics. Love him or loathe him, he has once again forced the nation to confront its deepest anxieties about money, leadership, and direction. Whether you see him as a truth teller or just another loud commentator, one fact remains. He's asking the questions politicians often avoid, and that's what matters most right now. Because Britain stands at a crossroads. Will we continue down a path of taxes, regulation, and hesitation? Or will a new wave of innovation and enterprise pull us into the future? Whatever side you're on, one thing is clear. This conversation isn't over. And at England Now 7, we'll be following every word, every debate, every spark that shapes the next chapter of Britain's story. Stay tuned, share your thoughts, and remember, the conversation starts here, with you. Source: The Sun.